Welcome to season 2 of the Fit to Love podcast show. Hello and welcome to Fit to Love Tasty Tuesdays. All about cooking, all about nutrition, and all about you. Enjoy the show. Today's show brought to you by Youthful Essentials Wrinkle Serum. Turn back the hands of time with an antioxidant-rich, all-natural, eco-friendly serum that you can feel good about. Today's show, egg salad. I love egg salad because we forget about it. At least I do. I love eggs. I love having eggs in the morning. I did a 5-minute omelet, which is one of my favorite breakfasts. If you haven't seen that, go back and look at that. I love having, besides omelets, just eggs over easy, hard-boiled eggs. Well, I totally forgot about egg salad. So whether you have it for lunch or breakfast, if you're eating gluten-free and not necessarily paleo, you can smear it on gluten-free toast or on paleo bread as well. You can have it for lunch in a wrap or on a bed of greens. You can have it as a snack, either just a spoonful, and you can also use this as filling for a deviled egg. So the recipe that I'm using will include both the whites and the yolks, but I want you to imagine if we separated them, the same ingredients that I'm going to put in here minus the celery can actually be made into the yolk part if you're going to make deviled eggs, okay? So first we're going to start off with hard-boiled eggs, and how you hard-boil an egg, in case you don't know, is you want to make sure that it's in hot boiling water for at least 20 minutes. I put the eggs in the pot, put the water on top, put it on high, let it come to a boil, and then from that point, make sure that it's under hot boiling water for 20 minutes. After it's done boiling, you're going to rinse it, and you're going to immediately put all of the eggs in an ice bath in order for it to retract and then it to become easier to peel. So just a few tips on how to make that a little bit easier for yourself, because there's nothing worse than trying to peel a hard-boiled egg and then half of the egg comes with you. So these are nice and smooth. Now, I'm going to cut these, but you actually could just mash it with a fork, but I'm going to cut some of the eggs. I'm just going to cut it in half and then, cut it in half again, and it gets a little bit messier. So after this one, I'm going to put it right in the bowl. So once you have all of your egg cut up, and you can smash it, but I would recommend cutting it because it just makes finer pieces, and then continue to smash because you're going to need to beat down the yolk anyway. Once you get it to the consistency that you want, I'm going to add, I think this is 3, I had 7 eggs, and I'm adding 3 stalks of celery. I liked it to be a little bit crunchy. So of course you wouldn't add that if you were making the deviled egg mixture. You wouldn't add celery, just to the egg salad part itself. All right, so I'm going to add some black pepper. And again, you always salt and pepper to taste. Even in the tuna salad video, if you don't like unsalted tuna, add salt. But always salt and pepper to taste. Even if I've given a recommendation and you're wary and you don't like salty things, then don't put it in, taste it, and then go gradually. Unfortunately with salt, with a lot of things, you can't really fix it once you do too much. So be cautious. Okay, after we add that, I'm going to add a little bit of paprika, smoked paprika, and you put that on top of the deviled egg once you fill the little hole with the yolk mixture. And again, I haven't added anything wet yet. I'm just going to mix this all around. Now I would, if I was at home, add a little bit of garlic powder, which I don't have. But what I do have, which is a key ingredient for making an amazing deviled egg and an even great, amazing egg salad, provided that you like spicy things, is my homemade chili oil, which we featured on the 5-minute omelet. There is garlic in here, so I don't need the garlic powder if I'm going to use chili oil. So I would recommend that if you are curious, although of course I haven't told you how to make this yet, but if you buy a chili oil, you can try it. We went to a restaurant once that had deviled eggs on the menu, and their chili oil must have been not red, because it was the best deviled egg I ever had in my life. I went crazy. We ordered 3 or 4 orders of it, and then I asked, what's in this? And they said chili oil. Oh, it was to die for. So because this is oil and there's garlic in here, I'm going to add just a touch to start, so 2 teaspoons approximately. And again, with 7 eggs, that should be plenty, depending on how spicy that you like it. And then I'm going to add in the mayo. Now, we made homemade mayo on an episode with Jeannie Peters, and in that episode, we used the palm oil, which makes it this color yellow. So in case you're wondering, in case you haven't seen that show yet, I'd recommend watching it. You can also make it with just sunflower oil and a little bit of olive oil, and it'll be white just like you get in the grocery store. So don't be alarmed if you haven't seen that show before. And again, we're going to make it as wet as you prefer. Now with 7 eggs, I'm definitely going to need at least 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. And then after that, I would just continue wetting it to taste or adding more chili oil. But really, egg salad, it's so simple. It's so simple. It's so easy. Having egg salad, tuna salad, chicken salad in your refrigerator at all times gives you protein, gives you an easy snack with some paleo crackers, which we'll get to on a future show, or gluten-free crackers if you haven't had paleo crackers or you love your rice crackers the way they are. So again, really easy and simple to make. Really good for you. You're going to get great things out of the yolks. You're going to get your fats. You're going to get your proteins. You're going to get a little bit of spiciness. We got a little crunch in there. So again, add whatever you like to this to make it a little bit different if you don't love mine. But if you do love it, I'd love you to tell me about it. Come over to the site, fit2love.tv, and let me know how you like it.
The Fit to Love podcast show offers you 6 days a week of helpful content to achieve the happy life you deserve. Movement Mondays and Tasty Tuesdays are weekly videocasts, while Wellness Wednesdays, Thoughtful Thursdays, Freedom Fridays, and Sexy Saturdays are audio-only shows themed every week to address your holistic life and needs. If the show inspired you, we would love for you to share it and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us today. Head on over to fit2love.tv for recaps of every show, resources, and to join the community. That's FIT, the number 2, LOVE.TV. Have a fit and fabulous day.